I saw something on TikTok yesterday I thought I'd touch on. I'm still seeing memes talking about how the Supreme Court's going to revive this Brunson case. Now, what's the Brunson case? Well, Brunson v. Adams is this case where there was a lawsuit filed claiming it was against a lot of people: Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, a ridiculous amount of members of Congress, both House and Senate, and basically said that it was all the talking points about the fraudulent election and things like that. And because there was all this fraud, that the Biden presidency was illegitimate, and they were asking the courts to toss out basically Biden, Harris, and anybody who was elected into office during that election or who sided with certifying that election. And every time this has come up to the Supreme Court, it has gotten laughed out of court. Supreme Court has already declined to hear this like 3 times or something like that. But I'm seeing people talking about it again, like the new session of the Supreme Court, which starts in October, might hear this case. At this point, I don't know what they're on when they think this case is going to somehow do something, because we've had a full election by then, and when the Supreme Court starts their new session, we're going to be within a month or so of the next election. They're going to ignore this case. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do anything. And never before has the Supreme Court or any court tossed out duly elected people who have already taken the oath and have taken their seat doing the job of that election. Once it gets to this point, the courts don't do anything. They never have. But somebody latched onto this again, that it's going to somehow work, and they're going to bring this case back out, and they're going to reinstall Donald Trump as president. Well, how would that work, even if it was possible? Would Donald Trump then only be president from now until January 20th? Because that's when the next term ends. Regardless what they want to say about it, even if they were to make Donald Trump president from now to then, well, that would be his term. That would be his second elected term, and he'd be out of office. He would not be eligible to take office on the 20th of January, 2025. So I don't know what they hope to accomplish with it. It is just something that they drug up again. It's a lot of nonsense about nothing, and they're bringing it up because they have nothing else. Their only hope are these long shot Hail Marys that wouldn't work normally, and they'd get laughed at normally, but they think for whatever reason this is going to work somehow.